Welcome back, guys, to another video. Yesterday I went to the Rosemont Regional and I got 10th place playing pure Maliss or Bestial Maliss. I don't know exactly what you guys want to call it, but I wasn't playing the Striker engine, I didn't play the Cash engine or the Fiendsmith engine, and I did really well. I went 6-0 my first, obviously 6 rounds, and then I lost my next 2, and both of the losses were because I misplayed. I personally think I would have done better if I honestly just had more practice and probably calmed my nerves a little bit better. But overall, I went X2 out of 9 rounds. There's 423 players, and the deck ran really well. So I'm not gonna go too much into detail about the tournament experience. I could save that for another video. I just want to knock out this deck list and show you guys what I played. So let's get into it. Obviously, played 3 Dormouse, 3 White Rabbit, and then I played 3 Cat. I know a lot of people play either 1 or 2 of this, but my theory whenever I'm deck building is that if I can't play, then I lose. So I would much rather just maximize consistency, and this plus any of your Bestials is combo. So I'd love to see this, and I play 3 Allure, which you guys are going to see, so it's nice to have the 3rd. I played the 1 Scaper, no Code of Soul. I still want to test that card a little bit. I don't think it's complete trash, but I just don't think it's worth playing. For Bestials, 1 Mag, 2 Druis, 1 Baldrake, so 4 Bestials total. I really do want to try playing at least 1 Lubellion, maybe a Saronir, and then definitely a Branded Regain. I think that card's insane in the mirror and just good overall. I believe Corey Bound, I think he got 2nd place, or he got top 8 at the regional. Really good player, and I'm pretty sure that's what he was playing, was Maliss just with Bestials. I didn't see any Cash engine or any other engines whenever I played him, and he did very, very well. That's it for the engine. I'm considering the Bestials engine, honestly, because they're just so good. They work so well. For non-engine, I ran a lot of non-engine. 3 Ash, 3 Nib, 3 Veiler, and then 3 Imperm. So I've gotten Lancea a fair amount of times playing this deck, and honestly, as long as you have the non-engine to go with it, you can still win the game. Nib overperformed like crazy during this tournament. Ryzeal has a hard time playing through it, and honestly, Fiendsmith does too if they don't make the Caesar, especially if Nib is paired with like a Bestial, then you get to hit their follow-up. I just think the Bestials are so good right now. Like, those cards are insane, especially with Nib too. So those are the non-engine. I was really, really happy with how those performed yesterday. For some more engine, you got 3 Field Spell, 1 Terraforming, and then for 3 Allure, I really like this. I know some people cut it down to 2. I don't think it's, a terrible idea, but I really like the consistency. Like I said, if I can't play, or if you don't see like a Maliss Nane, then you just lose. Gold Sark, Call By, I put this in like the day before when I was testing with one of my buddies, and I think it was Landon who told me to play it, so shout out Landon. Same conversation with Landon. He told me 2 tactics. He was trying to get me to main thrust. I wasn't 100% sold by it, so I just went with 2. 2 worked out well. Games 2 and 3, I usually side out 1 because I'm putting in thrust anyways. So I think you could cut this down, make some more room. And then obviously the 3 traps. All of them worked well. I know some people want to play another TB11. I don't think you need to. I think if you do play it, it's going to be in the pure version with Bestials, but I really don't think it's needed. So onto the extra deck. 1 Link Spider, Firewall, Lingaribo, Lizardos. I played IP. I think this helps during some Lancea lines. Like if you get Lancea'd, I think there's ways to make this depending on when they Lancea you, but it's just another option, honestly. And then Cryptor, Binder, Red Ransom, the 3 Maliss Links. Obviously have to play 1 of each. You don't really need any more than that. They'll recycle themselves. SP, Splash, Link Decoder, Access Code, Tempest, aggregator, and the Cyberse Fusion guy. So I know a lot of people. This is probably the only part I'm really going to explain is the extra deck. But I didn't make any of these cards all weekend, or all during the tournament. I didn't make any of them. I literally haven't touched them. So you can make the argument for cutting this. I also know other people who made them all weekend, and they honestly didn't do as good, but they found success with it. So I think there's an argument to cut these. The only thing is what you replace it with. Like I was telling my last round opponent that he also never made any of these, but the problem is finding like good replacements for it. There's not that many good replacements right now. One of my opponents, actually two of them, they were playing Dark, the Dark Charmer. I really like that idea, so maybe I'll play that. Some of the other cards that I really didn't make all weekend was Lingaribo. I think it's good in the mirror. And then Link Spider, which I think you'll use it every once in a while, but I don't think it's mandatory even through Nib. Because like if you have a Bestial, which is the extender, you can usually play through Nib. Like you'll be fine. And then, so I don't think it's super needed, but it is nice. Some other things I thought about playing instead was maybe like a second SP, maybe, honestly, like a second Lizardos or Link Decoder. Like, you don't need extras of any of these, but if you're never gonna make, you know, the Terahertz line, then it wouldn't hurt to have literally anything else in your extra deck. The only one I'm really considering is Dark. I actually like that card. On to the side deck. The side deck is where I think a lot of changes could happen. Got double thrust. I didn't feel the need for the third one. And then the targets for thrust were D-Barrier and Ultimate Slayer. Obviously having the aggregator in the extra deck made this easy to run. And then the Dimension Barrier against Ryzeal. I honestly, so I never resolved either of these cards. I resolved Thrust, but it didn't get me anything. So like you could honestly make the argument to change these. I wouldn't argue it too much. Yeah, they weren't too bad. I mean, and only running 2 thrusts and then 1 of each, it makes a third copy of each of these. So I think those ratios are fine. 3 Eclipse. This card's insane. There's a lot of pure Ryzeal, and like they really can't beat this card. You just flip everything down and then kind of kill them from there. 3 Crossout, and then the 2 Lancia. So I think this card's really good. Obviously, it negates the Lancia, negates hand traps. I don't think I negated anybody's Lancia with it all week, or all tournament. And I think I Lancia'd 1 or 2 people. I got Lancia'd almost every round, honestly. And like I said, as long as you have the non-engine, it's fine. So I think that's why I didn't run like the third Lancia either, is because in the Maliss mirror, I think the board's breakable. You just have to be better than your opponent, honestly. And I just didn't feel the need for the third Lancia. Now, the last card in my side deck, though, was Shifter. I didn't Shifter anybody. Actually, I take that back. I think I Shiftered my second round opponent, and it literally did nothing. So I'll probably take this card out. I really don't see like the need for it. Against like the Fiendsmith deck is the only time I wanted to play this card, and I think having another Bestial or 2 just would have been better, to be completely honest. So maybe I'll switch these out for Bestials. I'm not entirely too sure, but I just like not ever playing this card in my side deck all week or all tournament. It just took up 3 spots for no reason. So I don't know exactly what I'll change it with, but it's probably going to get swapped out for literally anything else. Other than that, though, the deck ran very smooth. I loved it. The 2 losses that I had, honestly, I feel like I just misplayed. I know I played against Corey, and I know for sure the game 3, I 100% misplayed. I had game, and I was putting him on nothing, and I played into Nib. So that was unfortunate, but he played it very, very well. And then my second loss, it was, I don't remember the exact way that I lost, but I'm sure I misplayed it somewhere in there. And my opponent again, he was playing Ryzeal Fiendsmith. He played it very well too, so shout out to both of them. But other than that, the deck's really nice, and I loved it. So if you guys have any adjustments, you think I could make to the deck. Let me know in the comments. If you guys have any questions, write them down there. I'll answer all of them. And as always, I appreciate you guys for sticking till the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.